You know that refreshing orange Fanta you grab from the fridge? The one that's been around forever? What if I told you it was invented in Nazi Germany during World War II? Yeah, the same company behind Coca-Cola created Fanta to keep business going under Hitler's regime. Most people have no idea about this dark chapter in soda history. Today, we're diving deep into how one of America's most iconic brands navigated the horrors of the Third Reich. Stick around, because this story is wild. Back in the 1930s, Coca-Cola was exploding in popularity across Germany. By 1939, there were over 40 Coca-Cola bottling plants operating there. Germans loved it. They called it the real thing. Coke even sponsored the 1936 Berlin Olympics with massive ads everywhere. The head of Coca-Cola's German division was a guy named Max Keith. He wasn't a Nazi party member, but he was ambitious and determined to keep the company thriving no matter what. Then, World War II hit. America entered the war in 1941, and suddenly, shipping Coca-Cola syrup from the US to Germany became impossible. Trade embargoes cut off all supplies. No more secret formula ingredients reaching German factories. Sales started crashing. Max Keith had thousands of employees and a huge operation to protect. He couldn't just shut down. So, he got creative. Really creative. That's when the idea for a new drink was born. One made entirely from whatever scraps were available in wartime Germany. With Coca-Cola syrup completely cut off, Max Keith gathered his team and said they needed a new drink. Something German. Something that could be made with whatever was left in the country during the war. They called it Fanta, short for fantasy, meaning imagination in German, because that's exactly what it took to create it. The ingredients? Whatever they could scavenge. Apple fibers from cider presses. That's the leftover mush after making cider. Whey, the watery byproduct from cheese production. Sugar beets when sugar was available. Whatever fruit scraps they could find. It was nothing like the bright orange Fanta we know today. The original version was cloudy, yellowish, and the flavor changed batch to batch depending on what was around. But Germans drank it anyway. By 1943, Coca-Cola's German factories were producing 3 million cases of Fanta a year. That's huge. While bombs were falling and food was rationed, people lined up for this weird new soda. Max Keith kept the business alive. He kept thousands of jobs going, and he did it all under Nazi control. The German Coca-Cola company even stayed profitable throughout the entire war. Think about that. Now, here's where it gets controversial. Was Max Keith a Nazi? No. He never joined the party. But did he cooperate with the regime? Absolutely. Coca-Cola's German operation supplied drinks to German soldiers on the front lines. They created special bottles and even built new plants near military bases. Ads showed happy Wehrmacht troops drinking Coke. The company donated trucks and equipment to the German war effort. Some historians say Keith had no choice. Refuse, and the Nazis would seize the factories. Others point out he went above and beyond to stay in favor. He attended official events. He kept production high even as the war turned against Germany. Meanwhile, back in America, Coca-Cola headquarters in Atlanta cut all ties. No communication, no money transferred. The German branch was completely on its own. But after the war, when American troops rolled in, Coca-Cola quickly reclaimed everything. Max Keith handed over the profitable Fanta operation like nothing happened. And that's how a drink born in Nazi Germany became a global bestseller. When the war ended in 1945, American forces took control of the German Coca-Cola factories. Max Keith met with company executives from Atlanta. He turned over all the wartime profits and the rights to Fanta. Coca-Cola praised him for keeping the business alive. They promoted him to lead Coca-Cola operations across Europe. The original wartime Fanta was discontinued as regular Coke production restarted. But Coca-Cola kept the Fanta name. It was valuable. In 1955, facing competition from Pepsi's new flavors, they relaunched Fanta in Naples, Italy. This time as a bright orange soda made with real Italian citrus fruits. Fresh, sweet, and vibrant. Nothing like the cloudy wartime version. The new orange Fanta exploded in popularity across Europe. By the late 1950s, it reached the United States. Coca-Cola turned a wartime necessity into one of the world's biggest soda brands. Today, Fanta comes in over 200 flavors worldwide. From a desperate wartime substitute made from apple scraps and cheese whey in Nazi Germany, Fanta became a billion-dollar global brand. Coca-Cola took full ownership of the name and formula after the war. They erased the dark origins and marketed it as a fun, fruity, all-American style soda. Today, billions of bottles and cans are sold every year in over 190 countries. Most people sipping an ice-cold orange Fanta have zero clue it started under Hitler's regime. It's one of the wildest examples of how corporations survived and even thrived during one of history's darkest times. Next time you crack open a Fanta, think about that insane journey. What blew your mind the most in this story? Drop it in the comments below. If you learned something new, smash that like button and subscribe. For more hidden history facts that schools don't teach, turn on notifications so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.